Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can bring into your life. And starting your day with gratitude is like planting seeds of positivity that grow throughout the day. The very first thought you choose in the morning sets the tone for everything that follows. If you begin your day focusing on problems, stress, or what you lack, you carry that weight with you into every conversation, every task, and every challenge. But if you begin your day with gratitude, your entire perspective shifts. You see life not as something to endure, but as something to appreciate. Think about it. The simple act of waking up is already a blessing. Not everyone who went to sleep last night was given the privilege of opening their eyes to a new day. When you wake up, take a moment to say, "Thank you. Thank you for the air in your lungs. Thank you for the chance to try again. Thank you for the opportunities waiting for me." This small habit immediately places your mind in a state of abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see the good, even when life is difficult. It means recognizing that even in struggle, there are lessons, and even in pain, there is growth. When you start your day by acknowledging what you already have, you create a shield against negativity. Challenges may still come, but gratitude gives you the strength to face them with resilience. Science has proven this too. Studies show that people who practice gratitude daily experience lower stress, better sleep, and improved mental health. Gratitude literally rewires your brain to see the positive side of life. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to notice opportunities, kindness, and beauty all around you. And when you live with that awareness, your energy changes, and so does the way people respond to you. One of the best ways to practice gratitude in the morning is through affirmations or journaling. Before you touch your phone or dive into your responsibilities, take 2 minutes to write down 3 things you are thankful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be the warmth of your bed, the support of a loved one, or even the sunrise outside your window. These small acknowledgments remind you that joy is found not in what you want tomorrow, but in what you already have today. You can also express gratitude aloud. Say to yourself, "I am grateful for this new day. I am grateful for my health. I am grateful for the chance to grow." By speaking it out loud, you reinforce it in your subconscious mind, and your brain begins to align your actions with positivity. Another powerful practice is gratitude for challenges. This may seem difficult, but when you train yourself to be thankful for obstacles, you transform your relationship with struggle. Instead of seeing problems as setbacks, you begin to see them as stepping stones, shaping you into a stronger version of yourself. Saying, "I am grateful for the lessons today will bring," prepares you to face whatever happens with courage. When you start your morning with gratitude, you create a ripple effect. The way you speak changes, the way you treat others changes, and the way you see opportunities changes. Gratitude fuels patience, kindness, and determination. It keeps you grounded when life is chaotic, and it lifts your spirit when times are hard. So tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you complain, before you rush into the day, pause. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, "This day is a gift, and I am grateful." That single thought has the power to change everything. Because when gratitude becomes the foundation of your morning, success, peace, and happiness naturally follow. Do you want me to continue and expand Keynote 2? Affirm your worth into another 600 words next. You said, "Expand to Keynote into 600 words." ChatGPT said, "Perfect. Let's expand Keynote 2 now." Affirm your worth into a full 600-word motivational section for your speech. Every morning, before the noise of the world takes over your thoughts, you need to remind yourself of one simple but powerful truth: you are enough. You are worthy of love, worthy of respect, and worthy of success, not because of what you achieve, not because of what you own, and not because of what others say about you, but because of who you are. Too many people wake up every day carrying the weight of yesterday's mistakes, society's expectations, or the judgments of others. They begin their day with self-doubt, thinking, "I'm not good enough. I don't measure up. I'll never be like them." This negative self-talk becomes a chain that holds them back from growth and happiness. But here's the truth. Your worth is not determined by comparison, and it's not conditional. You are already valuable. You are already complete. You already have what it takes inside you. When you affirm your worth every morning, you build a foundation of confidence that nothing can shake. Imagine stepping into your day already believing in yourself. Challenges may come, but instead of feeling defeated, you'll say, "I am capable of handling this." Rejections may come, but instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," you'll remind yourself, "This is just redirection towards something better." Affirming your worth changes not only how you see yourself, but also how you show up in the world. Think of how often people look in the mirror and criticize themselves. They notice flaws, imperfections, and weaknesses. Now imagine instead looking in the mirror and saying, "I am enough, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of success, I deserve happiness." These words may feel strange at first, but with consistency, they become beliefs, and beliefs shape destiny. Affirming your worth is not about arrogance or pretending you have no flaws. It's about self-acceptance. It's about understanding that you don't need to be perfect to be valuable. You are a work in progress, and that progress alone makes you worthy. When you remind yourself of this truth every morning, you free yourself from the toxic cycle of self-criticism. Another reason to affirm your worth is because the world will not always affirm it for you. Not everyone will recognize your value. Some people may doubt you, ignore you, or even try to bring you down. If you rely only on external validation, your confidence will rise and fall with other people's opinions. But when you affirm your worth from within, you become unshakable. No matter what others say or do, your sense of self remains strong. One practical way to affirm your worth is to create a set of personal affirmations and repeat them every morning. For example, "I am worthy of love and respect. I am capable of achieving my goals. I am proud of who I am becoming. I am enough, just as I am." Say these words out loud with conviction. Write them on sticky notes and place them on your mirror. Carry them in your phone or notebook. Surround yourself with reminders of your value until they become a natural part of your mindset. Affirming your worth also impacts how you treat yourself. When you believe you are worthy, you set higher standards. You stop tolerating toxic relationships, you stop undervaluing your work, and you stop allowing fear to dictate your choices. You begin to respect yourself enough to protect your time, your energy, and your dreams. Each morning is a new opportunity to choose how you see yourself. Choose to see your strength, not your weakness. Choose to see your potential, not your limits. Choose to see your worth, not your doubts. When you affirm your worth at the start of the day, you carry that confidence into every meeting, every challenge, and every interaction. So tomorrow, as you wake up, don't rush into the day with self-criticism. Pause, look at yourself and say, "I am enough, I am worthy, I am ready," because the truth is, you don't need anyone else's permission to shine. The moment you affirm your worth, you step into your power, and that power can transform your entire life. Do you want me to continue and expand Keynote 3, Focus on Possibilities, Not Problems into 600 words next? You said expand 3 Keynote into 600 words. ChatGPT said absolutely. Let's expand Keynote 3, Focus on Possibilities, Not Problems into a full 600-word motivational section. Every morning when you open your eyes you have a choice. You can focus on the problems that weigh you down, or you can focus on the possibilities that lift you up. The way you choose to see the world at the beginning of the day has the power to shape your mindset, your actions, and ultimately, your future. The truth is, life will never be free of problems, challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles are a natural part of the human journey. If you spend your energy fixating only on what's wrong, you blind yourself to the opportunities that exist right in front of you. But if you train yourself to look for possibilities, you create space for growth, solutions, and transformation. Focusing on problems is like staring at a locked door while ignoring the open windows around you. The door might be closed for now, but the windows are opportunities waiting to be discovered. Too often, people remain stuck because they refuse to lift their eyes away from the obstacle. They replay their difficulties in their minds, complain about what's not working, and convince themselves that nothing can change. But the reality is, every problem carries within it the seed of possibility, if you're willing to look for it. Take for example, Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times while trying to invent the light bulb. If he had focused only on the problem, his repeated failures, he might have given up after the first few attempts. But instead, he focused on the possibility that success was just one experiment away. That mindset of possibility is what turned his persistence into invention, and his invention into history. When you wake up each morning and remind yourself to focus on possibilities, you rewire your brain to search for solutions rather than dwell on difficulties. Instead of thinking, "This is impossible," you begin asking, "What can I do differently? What's another way to approach this? What opportunity could come from this challenge?" These questions unlock creativity and open the door to progress. It's important to understand that focusing on possibilities doesn't mean ignoring your problems. It means refusing to let your problems consume your entire perspective. Problems may demand your attention, but possibilities deserve your energy. For instance, if you are struggling financially, the problem is real and undeniable. But focusing on possibilities might mean asking yourself how to learn new skills, start a side project, or build connections that could lead to opportunities. If you focus only on the debt, you'll drown in stress. But if you focus on possibilities, you'll rise with solutions. Another powerful aspect of focusing on possibilities is the energy it gives you. Problems drain your spirit, leaving you tired and hopeless. Possibilities, on the other hand, spark excitement and motivation. Imagine two people facing the same setback. One says, "It's over, I can't do it." The other says, "This is tough, but maybe this is a chance to grow stronger." Who do you think will move forward? The difference lies in perspective. To cultivate this mindset, make it a daily habit to ask yourself, "What is possible for me today?" Even in small things, this question shifts your focus from limits to opportunities. Maybe the possibility is learning something new, meeting someone who inspires you, or simply improving yourself by 1%. Over time, these small possibilities accumulate and transform into life-changing breakthroughs. Surrounding yourself with positivity also strengthens this focus. Read inspiring stories, listen to uplifting messages, and spend time with people who encourage possibility thinking. Negativity breeds more negativity, but possibility thinking is contagious too. The more you expose yourself to it, the stronger it becomes in your own life. Remember, problems are temporary, but possibilities are infinite. Every sunrise brings with it countless chances to change your story, no matter how yesterday looked. So each morning, instead of saying, "Here we go again with the same problems," declare, "Today is filled with new possibilities, and I am ready to find them." When you shift your perspective in this way, your challenges no longer become prisons. They become teachers. And your problems no longer define you, they refine you. By focusing on possibilities, you don't just change your day, you change your entire destiny. Do you want me to continue and expand Keynote 4? Control what you can, release what you can't into 600 words next. You said expand 4 Keynote into 600 words. ChatGPT said got it. Let's expand Keynote 40. Control what you can, release what you can into a full 600-word motivational section. One of the greatest sources of stress and unhappiness in life comes from trying to control things that are far beyond our reach. Every morning, you must remind yourself of this powerful truth. Focus on what you can control and release what you cannot. This single mindset shift has the ability to free you from unnecessary worry and give you the strength to face your day with clarity and peace. Think about it. How many times do we lose hours, days, or even years worrying about things that are outside of our influence? We stress about what people think of us, about the future we cannot predict, about the past we cannot change. We get frustrated by the weather, by other people's choices, by events happening halfway across the world. But no matter how much energy we spend, no matter how much we wish it, we cannot bend reality to our will. Here's the truth: life is full of things you simply cannot control. You can't control the actions of others. You can't control unexpected events. You can't control the past. But you can control your attitude, your effort, your choices, and the way you respond to what happens around you. And that is where your true power lies. Imagine for a moment that life is like steering a boat on the ocean. You cannot control the wind, the tides, or the storms. But you can control how you set your sails, how you steer your wheel, and how you prepare yourself for the journey. Some people waste their energy shouting at the storm, demanding the winds to stop. Others quietly adjust their sails and keep moving forward. Which one do you think makes progress? When you wake up each morning, tell yourself, I will put my energy only into what I can control. That means focusing on your own growth, instead of comparing yourself to others. It means giving your best effort at work or in your goals, rather than worrying about how quickly others succeed. It means showing up with kindness and integrity, even if others don't treat you the same way. One practical way to apply this is through a simple question: is this within my control? If the answer is yes, act on it. If the answer is no, release it. For example, you can't control whether people gossip about you, but you can control how you react to it. You can't control if opportunities are delayed, but you can control how you prepare while you wait. You can't control whether someone else apologizes, but you can control whether you choose to forgive and move forward. Releasing what you can't control doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop wasting your precious energy on battles you can't win. That energy is better spent on building yourself, strengthening your mindset, and taking action where you do have influence. The beauty of this principle is the peace it brings. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, your mind becomes lighter. Stress no longer consumes you. Instead of living in constant frustration, you live with acceptance. And acceptance does not mean weakness, it means wisdom. It means knowing where to fight and where to let go. Even the most successful people in the world live by this principle. Athletes, for example, cannot control the referee's calls, the weather, or the crowd. But they can control their training, their discipline, and their focus. That's why they succeed. They master what is within their power and leave the rest behind. Each morning, remind yourself, my attitude, my choices, and my effort are mine to control. The rest I release. This daily affirmation will give you balance. It will stop you from overthinking, from stressing about things you cannot change, and from losing hope in the face of obstacles. Life becomes much lighter when you learn this truth. Because while you may not control everything, you always control something. And when you focus on that something, your attitude, your discipline, your mindset, you gain the strength to overcome anything. So tomorrow, as the sun rises, take a deep breath and release the weight of what's not yours to carry. Fix your eyes on what you can influence and put all your energy there. That is where real progress happens. That is where peace is found. And that is how you take control of your day, your mind, and your life. Would you like me to go ahead and expand Keynote 5 and choose keenness and discipline into 600 words next? You said, expand 5 Keynote into 600 words. ChatGPT said, great choice! Let's expand Keynote 5. Choose kindness and discipline into a full 600-word motivational section. Every morning when you wake up, you face two important choices that can shape your entire day: the choice to live with kindness and the choice to live with discipline. These two qualities may seem very different, but together, they form the foundation of a strong character and a meaningful life. Kindness connects you with others, while discipline keeps you aligned with your goals. One nurtures the heart, and the other strengthens the mind. Both are essential if you want to create a life of purpose, peace, and progress. Let's begin with kindness. The world can sometimes feel cold, harsh, and competitive, but you always have the power to be a source of warmth. When you choose kindness each morning, you decide to treat yourself and others with compassion. You remind yourself that every person you meet is fighting their own battles, and a simple smile, a gentle word, or a small act of care can make a huge difference. Kindness doesn't cost you anything, yet it has the power to heal, to uplift, and to inspire. But kindness isn't only about how you treat others. It's also about how you treat yourself. Too many people wake up criticizing themselves, focusing only on flaws and failures. Choosing kindness means being patient with your growth, forgiving your mistakes, and encouraging yourself the way you would encourage a loved one. You cannot pour kindness into the world if you are running on emptiness inside. That's why self-compassion must always come first. At the same time, kindness without discipline can leave you drifting without direction. This is where the second part of this keynote comes in: discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay consistent with your actions, even when you don't feel motivated. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like the weather. Discipline is steady. It's the decision to get up, to follow through, and to do what needs to be done even when your emotions tell you otherwise. Every morning, when you choose discipline, you commit to honoring your goals, your health, your work, and your responsibilities. You decide that excuses will not control you. Discipline is what separates people who dream from those who achieve. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each small act of discipline, whether it's waking up on time, exercising, studying, or working on your passion, builds momentum. Over time, that momentum transforms into lasting success. When you combine kindness and discipline, you create a powerful balance. Kindness ensures that you don't become hard, rigid, or bitter in your pursuit of success. Discipline ensures that you don't lose focus, waste time, or let life pass you by. Kindness gives your journey meaning, and discipline gives it direction. Think of someone who lives with kindness but lacks discipline. They may have a good heart, but without consistency, their potential goes unfulfilled. Now think of someone with discipline but no kindness. They may achieve success, but they often feel empty, disconnected, or isolated. True greatness comes when these two qualities walk hand in hand. One way to practice both is through daily habits. In the morning, be kind by speaking affirmations to yourself: I am capable, I am worthy, I am enough. Then, be disciplined by following a simple routine that pushes you closer to your goals. Be kind by extending patience to others, even when they frustrate you. Then, be disciplined by sticking to your commitments, even when it's tempting to give up. Every day, life will test both of these choices. You will meet people who make kindness difficult, and you will face moments when discipline feels impossible. But if you remind yourself every morning, I choose kindness, I choose discipline, you prepare yourself to face those tests with strength and grace. So tomorrow, as you rise, don't just let the day happen to you. Choose who you want to be. Be the person who uplifts others with kindness, and who inspires others with discipline. Because when you live with both, you not only change your own life, you change the lives of everyone around you. Would you like me to continue and expand Keynote 6, Claim the Day with Courage, into 600 words, as the final part of this series? You said, expand 6 Keynote into 600 words. ChatGPT said perfect. Let's expand Keynote 6e Claim the Day with Courage into a full 600-word motivational section. Every morning when the sun rises, you are given a fresh chance, a new page in the story of your life. But here's the truth. This day will not truly belong to you unless you claim it with courage. Too many people let their days slip by in hesitation, fear, and doubt. They wait for the right time, they hold back their voice, and they allow fear to dictate their choices. But life doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards courage. And that's why, each morning you must remind yourself, this is my day, and I will live it boldly. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel fear. In fact, fear is natural. It shows up whenever you step into the unknown, or whenever you push beyond your comfort zone. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward despite it. When you claim your day with courage, you are saying, I may not know what will happen, but I will not let fear stop me. Think about how many opportunities are lost because of hesitation. How many people never pursue their dreams because they are afraid of failure? How many relationships never deepen because someone was too afraid to speak their heart? How many ideas remain unspoken? How many talents remain hidden? Because fear whispered louder than courage. Every morning, you have to make the choice not to live like that. Courage doesn't guarantee that everything will go perfectly, but it guarantees that you won't live with regret. Courage is also about taking ownership of your day. Too often, people drift through their mornings on autopilot, scrolling, complaining, procrastinating. But when you claim the day, you wake up with intention. You decide that you will be the one steering your life, instead of letting circumstances control you. You step into the day as a leader of your own destiny. One way to claim your day with courage is to face the small fears first. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting. Maybe it's starting a workout routine you've avoided. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you've been nervous to call. Each small act of courage builds momentum. The more you practice courage in small things, the stronger it grows for the big challenges. Another way to live courageously is to stop waiting for perfect conditions. There will never be a perfect time to chase your dreams, to change your life, or to start something new. There will always be obstacles, always be uncertainty. Courage means starting anyway. It means understanding that action creates clarity, not the other way around. When you step forward with courage, the path reveals itself. Courage also means staying true to yourself, even when it's unpopular. It means standing for your values, expressing your truth, and refusing to shrink just to make others comfortable. When you claim the day with courage, you claim your right to live authentically, and authenticity is where real fulfillment begins. Of course, courage will invite challenges. You may stumble, you may be criticized, you may even fail. But every failure you face with courage makes you stronger. Every obstacle you confront with bravery becomes proof that you are capable of more than you imagined. And every day you claim with courage adds to a life that is meaningful, not wasted. So when you wake up tomorrow, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is my day. I will not let fear steal it from me. I will walk into it with courage. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be willing. Because life doesn't belong to the ones who play it safe. It belongs to those who dare to live it fully. Claim your day, live with courage. And you will discover that each morning holds the power to change your life forever.